Hi guys, it's Simon with from Take My Life Video with a little finger wave there. We're looking at Apple Watch again, this time activity tracker. If we swipe up from the bottom to our glances, got the activity tracker right there. We can swipe sideways, we get other 82% battery life, look at that, rocking. So this is the activity tracker, just giving us a rough guide as to where we're at for the day. If we tap that, it's going to take us actually into the activity tracker itself. Now, so at the time, and that little symbol up there just means my phone is currently in airplane mode. So I'm going to look at what's on here, and then we'll jump across onto the phone and have a look at the phone. So if I just swipe across, you can see the dots down the bottom. First one is calories, minutes of exercise, and standing. Now we'll work backwards through these. Standing is 1 minute of every hour. So how many hours you've stood for at least 1 minute. Doesn't mean you haven't stood for longer, but you can't stand for 30 minutes in 1 hour and then not stand in the next hour, for example. So that's what that means there. Exercise 30 minutes a day, so you can't adjust that. It'll always just say, have you done at least your 30 minutes? Across here, calories is the thing that you can adjust. With any of these things, if you swipe upwards, you get a more detailed look. So this tells you that I was up late last night, clearly past 1 o'clock, because I walked for 2 hours last night, or I stood up, I should say, for 2 hours last night. We come back across exercise, we can flick up, it will show you the movement you've done. So haven't done much today, but I'm going to go out shortly, so that'll up. 1 hour's big there, obviously. And if we swipe across again, calories again, that gives you an example of the calories burnt. So last night I had to make my bed before I went to bed. So that's, I think, what that one there is, maybe. And then there's one there where I actually got up and did a few exercises for a while, and the rest of the time I've just been burning static calories. So if you want to adjust your activity, you can just press and hold. It says change goal. You can go in here and you can up your calorie, and then click update, and that will update your calorie goal. Your minutes of exercise will just keep on looping around. So if you've done an hour of exercise, it'll just loop around twice. So there's kind of bonuses for that. And if we come over here and go up, it'll give us a summary of active calories, total steps, distance covered on the watch. If we jump over to the phone now, so this is the activity app on the phone. So basically, you've got, this is today's, as we saw on the watch. If you swipe up, you get those same graphs that we saw on the watch. With the information there, you can see the times. Just bring that a little bit closer. It's hard for me to see on the screen what you can see and what you can't. But basically, you've got your activity across the top, so you can click back on any day, and it'll let you know what you did, how many calories, moved calories you burnt. You can swipe across, and it'll give you some numbers. So resting calories, active calories, total calories. You can swipe across here. It'll give you minutes of exercise. Total active time, and here in the standing it will give you idle and stood. The thing is, if you sit down and watch a movie, boom, you can wipe out an hour there where you just get lost in some show, and down the bottom steps and distance. You can also look at your full calendar. Interestingly enough, there's some 2 days back here and 2 days there where it has some data, but it wasn't actually kind of used for anything, which makes me wonder if that's when it was tested at some point before being sent out. So I'm not really sure about that. The first day I didn't complete my standing because there wasn't enough hours, and yesterday I didn't complete my exercise, which was a bit slack of me. So that was a bit bad. Because what you do get is down the bottom here is some awards for various things. Click on them, it'll give you a little animation, tell you what it's for. First walking workout, So you go into the workout app and you can say, I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to burn this many calories, or I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to go this far, and it will track that for you. Some other awards that I happen to have earned. One of the Move ones, and some of these other kind of consecutive days, that you can win these awards. So if you get all 7 filled out completely, which I blew it right there in the middle, you'll get an award for that. If you're looking through your calendar, the button up here in the top will take you back to today. So that's basically how you can track your progress on your phone and see what you're up to. I think if you're a very active person, you're not going to be too worried about this. You're going to go, look, I'm active anyway. But I think for those who potentially work at a desk, at an office job, who maybe their work is a little bit more static, what they have to do, this is not a bad thing to just kind of keep reminding you to get up and stand up, move around, and make sure there's a bit of activity in your day. I certainly think there is some benefit to this app. So that is the activity app on your iPhone, and of course linked across from your Apple Watch. I'm Simon from TechnoLife Video, and guys, I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please comment below. Any questions you have would be fantastic. Check me out on Facebook, TechnoLife Video on Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, how you going? I'm just out for a walk. I'm sounding very out of breath. As you can see by my Apple Watch, it reckons my heart rate is 91. I did a quick kind of manual count. It was giving me like 78, 80 odd, nothing over 100. And I did a manual count and recorded it at about 190 beats per minute. I know you can't see it because of the sun, but that is a very steep hill that I've just walked up. It's probably one of the toughest hills to walk straight up. Around here there's no kind of stepping, it's just a smooth hill, but it's very, very steep. So I just wanted to add this to the end of the video. Not sure how accurate some of the calibration is on the Apple Watch in terms of recording heart rate. Could be software issues, I don't know. I know it was pressed pretty hard on my skin. I was keeping my wrist like that, so I had nice contact. Whether it fails to read at the higher rates, I don't know. Also, some of the issues with standing up. You're standing up, and if you're not moving your arm, it won't pick that you're standing up. So I just thought to add this into the end of the video. I'll do more testing over time. I may try to get hold of another heart rate monitor, and then I can do kind of a direct, kind of more scientific, I guess, comparison. I'll see you in the next one when I'm not so out of breath. Bye. Hi guys, again, last little bit I promise on this video. I'm going to lift the watch up and it's going to tell me that I've been working out for 28 minutes and I've only burnt 73 calories, which considering I went for a walk just around the suburbs near my house, I burned a lot more than that. So it seems like it's covering looking at distance rather than anything else. And if I look at this, it says I've only been exercising for 9 minutes today. So this little bit of exercise that I've just done I wanted to come for a walk, but it was a bit of an experiment, and it seems to have done nothing for my daily total. So more to come on this. As I said, I'm going to try to do more research and provide you with more feedback. I promise this time is the end of the video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.